So we're just going to start. I just want to ask you a couple of questions about your reading habits and maybe about your school and things like that. And then Shweta's going to ask you some questions about your book and, all of the stuff that you've been doing, how cool that is. So I want to ask you, Swastik, what age did you start reading, like on your own?
When I was 3, I started reading on my own.
Okay, wow. How did you go along like choosing? Are there any authors or any like fiction books, non-fiction books, spy books, anything like that?
I like to read the books which have pictures and adventurous stories.
And how do you choose? Like,
I choose them on my own.
so do you have any kind of reading activities at school that you do?
Yes,
Uh,
there is library in our school.
and do you like read any newspapers or anything like that at school or at home?
Yes, in the school, but not at home.
What kind of newspapers in the school?
The normal Hindustan Times, Times of India.
Okay, so like normal newspapers that even your mom and dad read.
Yes.
Acha. No, like young newspapers like NIE or anything like that. Robin Age, News Shuttle,
Yes, and
NIE. Do you like NIE? Like, what do you like about it?
I like the news that comes and the comic strips.
Okay. So, like, you have interest in like current news and what's going on in the world right now.
Yes.
But if there were like a newspaper that were more geared towards like your age with maybe articles written by the kids your age or people like you, and then something that showcase like a lot of different like general knowledge and science and news about today's events and things like that, and very colorful with a lot of photos and everything like that, would that be interesting to you?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. So we are actually currently working on a newspaper like that. So Shweta, who will talk to you in a little bit as well, she has created this newspaper called News Shuttle, and basically we are helping her to help grow the newspaper a little bit. We work for a company called Enterprise. Do you find like your age kids having in school in reading, like your classmates?
Mostly of my classmates do not like reading. They do not like even writing something.
What was their reaction? Like, how did they feel when they knew that you published a book? Were they like, "That's cool, we want to read it," or?
Yes, some of my friends ignored, but some liked it so much that they asked me that when my other book comes.
Great. That was good. That was going to be my next question. When's the next book coming out? Okay, great. So I think that's all I had from my side. Thank you so much, Swastik, for answering. Shweta, do you want to go ahead and ask your questions?
Swastik takes the center stage. Thank you, Swastik, for agreeing to do an interview with News Shuttle powered by Enterprise. So before we start, I wanted to know a little bit about a small intro from you, like your school, how old are you exactly, what's your complete name, which city do you live?
My name is Swastik Jain and I am in New Delhi. My school is Prudence School.
Okay.
I'm 10 years
And how
old.
old are you? You're 10 now. Okay.
Yes.
Fantastic. I read the book and I found it really very interesting. Could you tell me what got you into writing? I mean, what was the reason? Why did you think of writing a book at such an early age?
Actually, it was my birthday and my friend Kanish gave me 2 books, Gulliver's Travel and Shakespeare. I didn't like Shakespeare, but I loved Gulliver's Travel. So it inspired me so much that I wrote a book, Fivab. Here it is.
Wow, I love the cover. It is so brilliantly designed. Beautiful.
Actually, I only designed it. And the car here you can see. This is my toy car.
Wow, this is so awesome. Lovely. So you designed the book cover also.
Yes.
That's very interesting. So you were inspired by reading a book. So you definitely believe that reading is essential, isn't it?
Yes.
Awesome. So was this your first attempt on reading, or were there any unpublished books, novels, stories you've already written before this?
No, it was not my first attempt, but yes, I
Uh-huh.
have written many unpublished notes too. When I
I
was
see.
about 6 years old, my mother gave me a comic book. It
Uh-huh.
inspired me so much that I wrote two comic books, Ting Tong and Chup Chup.
Okay.
And then I read another book, Jokathon. It also inspired me that I wrote another book, What Joke So Ha Ha Ha.
So these are jokes by you or researched by you? Have you Googled them and written, or have you thought of them and written?
I thought of them and written, and one thing I didn't realize that a joke in my comic book is the almost same joke in a cartoon too.
Uh-huh. Okay, quite a coincidence. That's
Yes.
nice. Go ahead, sorry.
After some days, I wrote. I saw a movie, Khichdi. It also inspired me so much that I wrote another comic book.
And this book, Khichdi, is it in Hindi or English?
It is in English.
Okay, so you saw Khichdi in Hindi and you made a book out of it in English.
Yes.
That's
And
awesome.
then, when I was in fourth class,
Mm-hmm.
me and my friend Swanik both made a small book, The Robotic Planet, just for time pass. But when we were in fifth, my friend Swanik
Mm-hmm.
gave me a surprise gift on my birthday. Uh, that was that the book that we wrote was printed. Here is
Oh,
the copy of
wow.
our book. He designed it and we both wrote it.
That's amazing. And you distributed the copies of this amongst your friends and known people or outside also?
We distributed to our friends and
Mm-hmm.
our teachers.
Okay. And who helps you edit these books once you write the first form?
My aunt Poonam Jain helped
Uh-huh.
me with this.
That's amazing. That's interesting. Okay. And you mentioned that you started reading very early. So would you agree to the statement that reading definitely makes us more creative and dynamic as people?
Uh, reading is reading is very beneficial.
Uh-huh.
If we read books, we can get many ideas. Like
Awesome.
here, the book I wrote this book with reading only.
That is so amazing to know, really. At your age, really, like Abhishek said, we couldn't have ever imagined doing something like that. And the cover you said was designed by you. So
Yes.
did you also later hire a designer, or you didn't like his design and designed it yourself? What was the reason you didn't hire a designer for this work?
Actually, my aunt met me with a publisher, Snehal
Okay,
Singh.
right.
Snehal auntie, Snehal
Yes.
auntie gave me many samples of the front cover of my book, but I didn't
Uh-huh.
like anyone. Then I got an
Oh,
idea. After some days, my after some days, Snehal auntie asked
mhm.
me to to draw the
A
front
rough
cover of
sketch,
my book.
probably. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then I drew the front cover of my book, and here it is.
It is absolutely different, and I'm sure kids would love it. So is the book on Amazon?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
It is in USA on Amazon. In
Uh-huh.
India, it is on Kindle.
It's on Kindle. Lovely. Are you also writing another piece now? Is it in process?
Yes, I'm writing another book too. It is a series of this one only.
It's a series of this one. Okay. Any quick message that you want to give us, people who are listening to this?
Yes, I hope that you all will encourage the children like me, and you all will read my book Fivab and the more coming books that will come after it.
Awesome. And are you planning to be an author in future, or do you have other plans too?
I was not having any plan to be an author, but now I think to be an author. First, I thought that I could be a car designer. This is a model of my car that I made it on my own.
I'm sure it's going to encourage many young talents to try their hands on. Whether you're successful or not is not important, but you must continue to try. Like you tried car designing and you ended up being an author. So everybody who's listening to this should definitely try.
Like I said, I think your dad can retire now next year. You're gonna take over family money, na? You're gonna supply everything for them. So
You are doing some brilliant work which could inspire many, many young kids. Thank you, Swastik,
Thank you.
from Shweta and of course Abhishek.
thank you so much, Swastik.
Thank you.
Thank you, Abhishek and Enterprise, for helping us do this.